everybody, it's Steven, that's Gameplay 533s, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We're on to the class trial, which is commencing momentarily. So I'm not sure how long it takes to finish on the class trial, but I decided to make something up for a bit. So what's gonna happen for this video? During the class trial, I'm going to make like a 30-minute video, so that way I won't make it the longest video I expected. I'm not sure how long it will take to finish up the class trial. But we did some investigation, we find some clues left the board, and we found something in Makoto's bedroom. There's something ransacked, mostly something to do about the door, and I'm not sure how it works as such. So I'm not sure how it's gonna work that far as I'm not sure how it's gonna work so far. We did check them out other places such as the trash room, and we also find some other evidence to know about burned out clothes and the crystal ball from Hero. And what else? We also found the Keenest account about stolen from the kitchen. Well, the kitchen that was been taken out, and something to do about the motive that given us is about the DVD video. That might be the reason why, but I don't know why Sayaka would ever do it, or if that might have to do a trigger or something. So let's just dive in, and I got a controller with me just in case if something really happened. So I'm not sure gonna have it take. So if it's 30 minutes up, I'm going to stop at this point. And we're just going to a preparation of this trial, which is going to set up what's going to happen next. But you can simply open up the handbook, you get the trip bullet. You can see lots of evidence. You can see it's gonna be a lot. There will be total amount of 18. So to be honest, I'm not really good with solving puzzle things. It's really hard to do. It's kind of like Phoenix by Ace Attorney. You have to use your evidence to contradict the one of the testimonies, and you can get to know who the real killer is. And also you can set some skills that you can equip with. How you get those skills exactly is you can get that from during the free time when you hang out all the students, such as I did with Sayaka. I got the melody voice, and they got Chihiro as one skill up point, and Hifumi got another skill as well. So I only have 2 skills exactly. So yeah, I only got 2 skills. I have 10 SP. So one thing just for sure, I don't have enough skills. So maybe if I have it during free times, if I keep spending time with any of the students, I might be able to get more SP up and new skills. So it'll take a long time to doing so. So let's start with what kind of skill I can think of. So it says Melia's voice. Increase damage to opponents when a statement is destroyed. Affected during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. I don't know what does it do for the bullet time, so let me just equip that. Well, you can equip anything what you want, but it's only have limited how many you get. Handiwork allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 4 SP. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. It might depend on what kind of minigame it works. So I think it would be enough for it today. So yeah, we only got 2 skills. So anyway, let's commence the class trial. Roll eyes.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
What's good then, I'm not gonna do the voice line things anymore because it really hurt my throat, so it's a good thing we gotta listen to it.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Of course.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Of course. If one of us is the killer, it shouldn't be just like confess something or they're trying to hide something. So we better make sure who is the killer.
Okay, everyone close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hands.
That's not very helpful, Tonka. That's not very helpful.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
For stupid reasons.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
What is that?
What's going on with those pictures?
Oh, that picture? The one's already dead?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Friendship penetrates?
You have no idea, you feel me?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
What at this empty seat? Oh,
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
unless there might be 16 students supposed to be there. Well, apparently there was 15 of us, but where is the other one? If there were 16 students, they must be hiding or they hadn't come.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
No, unless there were only 16 of us here, it might be possibilities. Unless there's something hiding.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Okay then, so how do we start then?
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. Debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I had to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, I'd like to hear it. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During this discussion, characters will speak one after another, without pause. So yeah, it just keeps going, and that's not like Ace Attorney stuff. It's up to you to honor any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they said. Okay, but how do you control it? Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and fire with the Y button. Okay, I think Y. I'm pretty sure the Y button has to be Xbox controller, so it has to be press X. Triangles is to use the truth bullet, right? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullet to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. Okay, so I don't want to stick around too long. I need to listen what the statement's saying. If you press start button during these arguments, you can reveal the controls. Oh, well then, good luck and have fun. What? Okay then, let's just start. Make your argument. So, evidence of the struggle. Okay, that's the only evidence, like, only bullets I got. Let's see how it
I
goes.
assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Nope.
No, it's wrong!
Yeah, that's the only last statement. Dang it, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Yeah, there's no way you'll be able to get
Things have
room.
been damaged. I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yeah, there was a huge fight between Sayaka and the killer, which that will be impossible if someone get killed.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Sayaka and the killer, obviously.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
See, I told you.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it, Chihiro. I forgive you.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The knife. Is it?
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yep, the tense one. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay, another discussion again. It's gotta be a knife, isn't it? Yeah, the kitchen knife.
So what was used to kill her?
It's a knife, obviously.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
You're not gonna tell us?
Killer used some random knife they had on him.
Nope.
No, it's wrong.
It's actually a knife. Break.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yeah, it was found in the kitchen. It weren't there.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Which someone must have took it.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You think?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
I didn't know this.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No, he did not use the kitchen knife.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Even because in the Makoto's bedroom, there's no evidence to know how.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Kyoko, you're up to something, aren't you?
You really believe that?
I'm not sure if I believe with Kyoko. She's right. There's gonna be a breakthrough. Someone just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about nonsense debate. Yeah, I'd like to hear more because there's only a little thoughts about what's going on. You can concentrate by holding down the RB. RB. Maybe I press R1. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it's steadily your aim, making it easier to target potential weak points. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Alright, now start the debate. I'm not sure how long it takes. Hey, succumb. Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Uh-huh.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
You did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, I did. I got it right. Even I don't know what kind of testimony it is in any of it.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Yeah, because she didn't saw Makoto's taking it.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, Toko, give us a chance to say it.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Yeah, Hina.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah, you told us about in the kitchen. Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glasses, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
See? What did I tell you?
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
See? Can you believe Hina now?
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
So you got no evidence to prove that.
Okay, then what about this?
What?
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
No, that's impossible! Hina would never do something that terrible.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Oh, I forgot Toko just say something mean.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
That's impossible.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Can you?
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Wait, so the person who will get killed the person is the killer will be graduated, but not the accomplices? Well, that's impossible.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Yeah, that'll be like... It'll be backstabbing, or it'll be game over.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
No, they did not. Actually, they never tell us about that rules yet.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Well, thanks for the tips, Monokuma.
Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. And I'd like to say it. Thanks for the tip.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
The question is, who took the knife?
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
What? No! Hina just told you about this. She didn't know anything about the knife was missing.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
I know it wasn't you, Hina.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Can we?
I can.
Oh, can you, Sakura?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Oh, so you did have someone else's.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Really? You were thinking about someone else?
Right.
Okay, why doesn't it make sense, Leon? Just shut your mouth already.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually,
No.
Because, well...
What? What is it? Spit it out!
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
See, you got no proof of that.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
That doesn't mean you have to switch it.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Sakura's a girl, if you're thinking about that.
But I'm a girl.
See?
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Taka, you have to think this straight. Well, how could you not know Sakura is a girl? Actually, everyone around the world doesn't know.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, you should have just told us in the first place.
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Oh, they're not. Someone who's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
What? Sayaka is the one who took the knife? For what? Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... It had to be Sayaka!
Then,
Why?
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Maybe it must be doing for self-defense, or anything.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Yeah, because of the video's been shown us.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
So basically just ignore and just simply take it from the kitchen.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself!
Yeah, but why?
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said. For self-defense. That's what been discussed between Makoto and Sayaka. Need to some kind of tools for self-defense in case something happens and someone will kill us.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah, maybe.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
No, it's not, Byakuya.
See? He did do it after all!
Oh, you and your blush.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
What? No, you got it all wrong. Makoto's been staying in Sayaka's bedroom the entire time. He didn't do anything.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Well, excuse you for your talent. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Oh, do you have any evidence, Kyoko?
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Like what?
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Wait, is it?
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Is there any evidence about that Makoto can't be the killer?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Did I? Your first Hangman Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Hangman's Gambit? I never heard about it. Okay. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letter flying around in the flying letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Okay. Use the left stick to aim, then press Y button to shoot the desired letters. Really? If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. That's not good. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't? That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Okay, let's get started. Hangman's Gambit. Press triangle to put that word. H-I. What is it? Is it, oh, H-A-I-L. A hair! Of course, a hair!
Now I understand.
There's no hair on Makoto's bedroom. That's what Kyoko's been talking about.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Yeah, Makoto never cleaned his own bedroom.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yeah, this is a lint roller.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Yeah, exactly.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Of course.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Is it?
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
To clean him up.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Is it?
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Do you have any proof of that?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I'll explain.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Oh, that?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yeah, it might be something to do with unscrewing the door, is it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Of course. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence proof is it. The object the killer broke is the door's handle. Is it? Is it?
I got it!
Okay, it is.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Just only Makoto.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, They ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Of course! If he has his own room, why were you able to break it?
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
There it is!
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was built word of act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a little bit more to the non-side debate. Okay, I gotta need to learn more a lot. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there are essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are unnecessary faults. Use truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to reveal what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone. And your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck. Okay. So what am I supposed to find in this statement? The bathroom door frame. Is the only bullet I got?
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
No, it's not.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it did not. Oh, thank God.
No, it's wrong.
It did not lock it. The door is kind of iffy. It's really hard to deal with it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck. Huh? What are you talking about?
He had a terrible door.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yeah, can't doubt that.
Yep, true as true can be.
Yep.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Then let me make him decide to change it to the ultimate unlucky student.
That's not lucky at all.
Shut up, Monokuma.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
I think it's something to do about why the killer did not know the door was stuck.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Only girls can.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important details about the scene, the crime took place in Sayaka's room, the crime took place in my room. Had to be my room?
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
Well, of course, if you deceive the killer or anything.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Someone's agreed with it.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Yeah,
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Of course.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Of course, that might be impossible with a logical explanation, so what's every point?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Might be possible. Only Makoto and Sayaka switched rooms.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
See? Someone else will believe me. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
That's a very forgiving for you, Hifumi.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rule!
No, we don't have much time just yet. We still need to look for evidence and figure out who the killer is. It's too early for that.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, otherwise if we messed up, we'll be game over.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Do you? Ask me.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
What is it?
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah, more importantly, how?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
If Makoto didn't do it, then how did the killer get into the Makoto's bedroom, even as Sayaka was?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
No,
That's possible, right?
No, Makoto still had that key the entire time.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yeah, it's true.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
No, that'll be possible. If someone used a toolkit, it'll be traces of it.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Yeah, well, of course about that.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
What is the easiest way?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
What? Are you serious?
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Is it?
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how friend she was. That's the answer right here. There's no way to let anyone in because... Is it... Which one is it? Which is it? Is this the key?
A gun!
Oh yeah, it is.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, she got scared. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she's been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Wait, what? Just like same thing when saying I'm psychic and everything, even though she's been jumped for no reason.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Do you have evidence?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What? What is this? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. What? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? What? Who wrote this? That's Sayaka's handwriting, and who's it wrote it to
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Really?
And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Of course, she must be a good detective. Maybe it might be her own ultimate talents.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
You think about Sherlock Holmes?
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Really?
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
So that might be something to do with the notepad then.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, he would never write it.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Ah, you can see her name. And that note, Sayaka wrote it?
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
That someone, is it the killer? That might be explains how the killer got in Makoto's bedroom when Sayaka was switched rooms. Could that be possible?
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
What? Okay, you're being dirty again.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Whatever.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
What is it? What are you gonna say, Celeste? Again with a non-stop debate. Oh jeez. Maybe after this I'm gonna finish it up. Dorm nameplates. Is it good?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Uh-huh.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that might be possible. Because the nameplate's been switched.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yeah, Celeste didn't even know.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Yeah, and especially I did check on the map that one of the nameplates is switched as well.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
So that must mean that Sayaka is the one who switched the nameplate.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Yeah, we'll just switch rooms together.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Of course, it had to be Sayaka.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched their nameplates. The only person who knew we had to switch room is Sayaka. It had to be Sayaka.
Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay, he did say about a nameplate. He did say that on the note said, check the nameplates. So the killer they want to know is Sayaka's name on it. Then the killer go into whether it says a nameplate from Makoto's bedroom. That's what it was.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
No, might be possible.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Yeah, we still don't even know.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes,
yeah, of course.
I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for Makoto's bedroom, but Sayaka did have one in Makoto's bedroom that after all that she been switched.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh yeah, the gold one on
How the hell
the
can you
lip.
possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at the wrist, there's no down. It's the... Where is it? This?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Yeah, you can see some gold. It's actually a slate.
Is that gold?
Yep.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword.
Nope. I didn't mean to do that.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Then it'll be cut.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Well, I'm not gonna solve this mystery right now because it's all time's up for me. It'll take a long time for doing so, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it for the second part for the Danganronpa class trials. And not sure how long it ever takes to even to know how long it ever takes for this non-stop debate or whatever it is. So yeah, I know how to deal with all sorts of arguments, the evidence and contradictions, and mostly what questions from answers, especially with the game I had made out of it, like what kind of words thinking about my mind. So I need to get this straight. So anyway, that's pretty much it for Danganronpa's Trigger Happy Havoc. If you like this video, hit the like button too. Line them up if you want to see my videos. So check out the other videos and go subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!